Hello everyone, hope you're fine. Today we are looking at the Zoom Livetrak L-8. So it's a brand new little mixer. It's just not a mixer from Zoom. You have a lot of input, lot of output. If you want to make podcasts, you can output up to 4 headphones if you need. If you have 3 guests in your radio, something in your podcast. It's not only a digital mixer, it's also multi-track recording. I don't know in English. Multi-track recording, so you can record each line or mic input directly on a SD card. You can also record to your master. So if you want to make some adjustment, volume level adjustment directly on your recording, you have the master. But if you need to make your own adjustment after in another production or something like that, you can also take your each track, each line, each channel with your own software if you want, because you can everything is recorded directly on an SD card, but you can also plug it directly on your computer or directly on an iPad or an iPhone. You have just to go to mixer audio and you choose if you want a computer or directly iOS. So it's very, very cool. This L8 is shipped with little cables. So first you have your power supply, power adapter with a USB, micro USB. You see the micro USB is under the mixer, but it's very great because you can fix the cable directly on it, so you can't have people who is making something with your power cable. You can also, of course, power it directly on a little adapter if you plug it directly on your iPhone, for example. So you have lightning to lightning plus USB, so you can power your phone and power the mixer. You have also little TRRS cable to plug between your phone and the mixer with little jack here. And you can also look under. You can also put some batteries, 4 AA batteries, if you want to be directly a standalone without any power adapter or something like that. If you are directly recording something, you can also play it directly on the mixer. If you have maybe 2 hours of your podcast and want to arrange something directly on the mixer, you can play it and use your faders to manage another volume control. So it's very, very cool. So you have mic line input, the channel 1 to channel 6. You have 2 IZ Zoom preamp for the channel 1, channel 2. You have, and it's my in video, I will plug my multiplayer player directly on the line 3. You have minus 26 dB attenuation on the line 3, 4, 5, 6. Every input is a switch mic line, automatic switch. So if you plug a mic with that needs phantom power, you are just to push the phantom button, red button here. If it's in my example, maybe a mic that doesn't need a phantom power, it's not a problem. You plug it, and if you have a multimedia player or line source, it will switch directly on the line part. So it's very cool because you have narration on those 4 channels, and you have again control. If you have another line input, line source, but with less volume, less output volume, you can do it directly on the TRS jacks here, or you can plug your phone, your smartphone if you want. You can have directly on the Zoom a little application allow you to have the feedback reducer when you have your speakers, when you make a live stream, for example. So it's pretty cool. When somebody is calling you in your show, you can cut this feedback. And you can also, when you plug to a computer, manage with Ableton or Audacity. You can listen to the USB 1.2 3.4 on this input, and at the end you can manage some sound pad, some jingle. You can edit the jingle. You have 6 jingle by default in the mixer, in the L-8, but you can also plug your SD card with some sound, and you can directly put the sound in the pad. We will see after. So each channel can have gain control, a signal LED. You can select the channel you want and apply some parameters. For example, for my mic, I put less low, plus mid, and plus high. I put my mic a little bit on the EFX, we will see after. And I didn't touch low cut, but for example, I can put a low cut. It's not a problem. After, you can choose which channel will go directly on the recording in the SD card. So I choose the 2, 3, 7, 8 and the master. So I can have those channel directly in part of the SD card and my master with my volume control directly on another part. I can mute the channel I want. For example, I have my mic here, so you listen my mic like that, and if I touch this, you see, you listen to this mic, but not this mic here. So now you can listen to it. You have your meters, each faders. So it's the mixer part here. When you have those little parameters here, you will have your mixer part. So you can choose the master, mix A, B, C. It's the headphone, the headphone here. You can choose if you want to listen to it or not. You can have their own parameters here. You can, if you have configuration you like, you can mix this configuration and pass directly on mix A, B, or C, for example. Or you like the mix C and you can apply it on the master. You can choose if you want to manage your mixer directly on a computer or a phone. And you can choose the jingle you have in the pad. For example, maybe I take the 3, I push sound async, and I can choose in my SD card, or I can record something with my mic and put it, maybe something like "get out," and you have this. You can choose the play mode, one shot, loop, hold. So hold when you, for example, if I put load, no, I will put one shot, you see, like that. If I put loop, it's a loop, and hold, it will play when I touch it. I will let the one-shot mode. So the pad. After, you will have the scene parameter. It's very cool. It's a digital mixer, so you will have a lot of things like that with other mixer, but it's pretty cool. If you manage all your parameter on the mixer and you want to code it or save it, you can directly shoot the scene and save and recall. So for example, if I will put my headphone to listen to it. So maybe I want to put some FX. For example, I take this mic now. So I have no FX here. But if I want to make, maybe we will see after with effect here. If I want to make a chorus like that, I will have it. But I don't want to have it all the time. And sometimes I want to have a default configuration. So I put scene, the one, and record, and you see It's my own voice. So I have to take the fader of the return, FX return, go to the initial position, and let's go. It's working again. So it's no more. It's no more. After the FX part, you will have a hold 2, room, plate, delay, chorus, vocal 2, vocal 1, vocal 2, vocal 1, vocal 2. So you can choose every sound you have. For example, a room like that. Be sure you select the right channel, maybe mic. I put low cut, for example, and look at if you have an FX here, not like that, but like that. You see, for example, more or less, and you put your FX return, and you have this kind of stuff. Yeah. So maybe room, hold, for example, plate, for example, vocal 1, vocal 2, delay. I like this one. And the chorus. So you can have more or less return if you push this button like that. So it's pretty cool. It's an FX send return. And after the last parameter, the recorder. So you will have a lot of things like forward. I don't know in English. Yeah, you see the signal. Tempo, it's to change the tempo of the... you have a metronome, you see? So if I disengage that, settings. Yeah, you have metronome here. You can change the pattern, the sound, etc. So with this metronome, you have a tempo, so you can tap the tempo here. If you record your set with a band or something like that, you have settings, of course, a lot of settings. You can format your SD card. You can put by default your mixer. You can, if you have already a project into it, you can erase your project, etc. You have stop, play, rec, and overdub to re-rec your own settings, your own volume control, etc. So let's make a little radio thing or live cast. Let's push rec, let's push play, and I will check if I have my... no, I will delete it. Yeah, to have this because I had a project in French, so I made the video in English, so I have to make a... and I put my headphone. Yeah, everything is working. C'est parti. Let's go. Yeah, we hope you are having a good time with us.
Playing more music at the weekend. Playing only the best music in the world. This is your number 1 radio station.
And we listen to Arc de Soleil, Libertalia. And now we are introducing our new guest in town. Hello Roger, how are you today? So you see, it's very, very cool. So I can disengage my record. Let's stop it. Everything is on the SD card, and we can play directly the same track. So you will see that when we are listening each channel, you will have no volume control because the recording record every channel. So you will have all of it. But you have in the same SD card the master with the volume control. But you can play this project, and directly make other how can I say others volume control like that. For example, let's play from the beginning. You You see? Yeah, we hope you are having a good time with us. So I can move the fader of each track, each channel.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is your number 1 radio station.
And we listen to Arc de Soleil, Libertalia. I'm having a great fun with that mixer. Introducing our new guest in town. Hello Roger, how are you today? Having so much fun. So you see the manipulations, how it works. So it's very cool. You can have a lot of input sources. You can have up to you and 3 guests if you want, with their own headphone and own volume headphone. So it's pretty cool. You can switch them. Very, very cool little mixer, this Livetrak L-8. So if you have any questions about this mixer, feel free to ask under the video. Really hope you enjoy this video and see you next content. Take care everybody, bye bye.